Listen, if you need to make cookies for anything and you need to do it in a hurry, this is the one for you. This is a 4-in-1, so you can actually make 4 different kinds of cookies out of one dough at one time, and everybody will find something they love. Alright, the first thing we have to do is make a universal dough. And actually, after you make the dough, the options are probably endless. You can do anything with these cookies and they will be good. No matter what you do, they will be good. But we're going to do 4 today. I'm going to do 1 is golden raisins and cinnamon. Then we're going to do a caramel cookie. We're going to do a chocolate chip cookie. Oops, I dropped the chip. Randy will have a fit. We got chocolate chip cookies. And we have mixed tropical fruit cookies. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on these cookies. I'm going to need 1.5 cups of flour. You need 1 teaspoon. Whoops, there went my cup. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Which is that one. We're going to give that a good little mix. Incorporate that soda and salt into the flour. And then we're just going to set that aside. Now, we're going to cream the shortening and the butter. You need 1/2 cup of butter, which is the stick. Is already starting to harden back up. I had it at room temperature. I did. And 1/2 cup of shortening. Come on. Oh. All right. Now we're going to cream those two together. We're going to start on low. And then we're going to speed it up. Okay, I'm good and mixed and it's fluffy. So we're going to call that done. Now we're going to add our sugar. All right, now I need 3/4 cup of regular sugar. And that's what this is. It's a 3/4 cup measure. Isn't that cool? Oop, lost my glasses. And I need 3/4 cup of brown sugar packed. That's not going to work. Now I need 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. Which I'm just going to do with my fingers because that makes it easy. I got my 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. I'm going to need a teaspoon of vanilla, which I really don't measure. I just kind of eyeball. Looks like a teaspoon to me. And we're going to give that a good incorporation. Starting on low so we don't blow it out the bowl. And then go higher. Now that I'm beat fluffy, I'm going to add 2 eggs. And egg number 2. All right, now we're going to whip those eggs in. Okay, that's good. All right, now we're going to get our flour mixture, and I'm going to put about half of it in there. You could put it all in, but I've learned that it's probably a whole lot better on your kitchen if you just put half. Now we'll put the other half. We need to add, whoop, did you hear that vacuum seal? Yes. See them jumping all around in there? I need 2 cups. Gotta find my cup. 2 cups of rolled oats. 1. 2. Okay, and the reason that you stir in your oats is because you'll break your mixer trying to go through it. So you might as well just go ahead and mix it with a fork, or a good heavy spoon will work, I guess. I just always use a fork. You want to make sure it's all incorporated. Okay, and this is a really, really thick dough. Like, thick. Like, not going anywhere dough. And that's exactly what you want. Because these are called drop cookies. Alright, now this is optional. This is absolutely optional. When you still have it in bulk dough form, you can add some nuts or not. That is entirely up to you. But we're kind of a nutty family, so I'm going to put the nuts right on in, and I'm going to put about a half a cup of nuts, and then I'm going to stir that up. And we're just going to stir those nuts right on down in there. Make sure there's some in every cookie. All right, now at this point, you could actually just make about 60 cookies out of this dough, just like it is. But we're going to divide it into 4 and add our extra ingredients into each little one. First thing I'm going to do is take my half a cup of dried tropical fruit. It's called holiday fruit. To me, that's just too big for a cookie. So we're going to just kind of go through here and make them much smaller. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Now we're going to divide that big thing of dough into 4 smaller doughs. Okay, I'm going to take about a fourth of this batter. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm figuring that's probably about a fourth. Randy's been eating on it, so he's messed up my measurements. And we're going to drop those pieces down in there. And then we're just going to incorporate that into the dough with a fork. Just make sure that all the dough is going to have some fruit. Okay, now I'm going to move the big bowl out of the way. Set my cookie sheet. And you can use a regular baking sheet without the parchment paper, that's fine. But it doesn't need to be greased, because remember you had all that shortening and butter in there, so you really don't need to grease the pan. And then we're going to make little teaspoon balls. As close to a teaspoon as I can get. That's pretty chunky fruit. But we're going to go with it. Okay, that's all I'm going to make for you guys. I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to go on to the next cookie. Now I'm going to move that out of the way again. Bring my bowl back. Take another fourth of dough. Add my raisins. And a half a teaspoon. Oh, you know what? We'll just sprinkle it. Who doesn't like a lot of cinnamon? Mash that all together and incorporate that into the dough. Move that out of the way. And roll those cookies. Okay, that's cookie number 2. We're going to move that out of the way and start cookie number 3. Cookie number 3. I didn't do that batter quite right, but it's okay. That batter. Caramel bits, and I don't think I need all those because I used too much batter in the other ones. Alright. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of this recipe. I mean, you could make these really fancy and put like Midori figs and, I mean, just anything. And change them up. Put 2 different things in there. Make them plain. Just an all-around good dough. You know how cookie recipes always tell you stories? This recipe says it makes 60 cookies. I have never in my life ever got 60 cookies out of this recipe. I don't care how small I tried to make the dough. I usually get about 30. Sometimes 40 if I'm being really careful. Okay, now we got the chocolate chips in the dough. We're going to get those rolled out. Okay, I've got my oven preheated to 350 now, and I'm going to put my cookies in there, and they're going to be in here for 10 to 12 minutes. It just depends on your oven. When they start to get lightly brown right around the edges, they're done. Okay, my cookies is 10 minutes, and they are beautiful golden brown. Okay, now I'm just going to take them off this pan because the pan's hot. And we're just going to let them cool for about 10 minutes or so. And then Randy's going to have a field day.
I was just asking Tammy what the Cookie Monster's name was on Sesame Street. And it was Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Here I am. Is that a chocolate chip? Looks like it, right? Oh my goodness. Boy, you guys got to see this. Look at them chocolate chips inside that cookie. Bet you're wondering how I showed you them chocolate chips, ain't you? Hot. Secret. Oh my goodness, these things are so good. And I want to try a caramel one.
That's good.
You should put caramel and chocolate together.
You could. The combinations on these are endless. I mean, just absolutely endless.
Well, I'm going to taste to see if the caramel actually gives it a different flavor. That one's chewy. My other chocolate chip cookies are ready.
Yeah. I gotta go.
Okay, guys. Thumbs up on all these. These are absolutely delicious. I remember my mom making these when I was young too. Can't go wrong.